Welcome to FranchiseWire Live, your source for all things franchising. Remember to subscribe to FranchiseWire Live on YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for the latest in news, events, and happenings in franchising, bookmark FranchiseWire.com. Now here's the host of FranchiseWire Live, IFPG President Red Boswell.
Welcome to FranchiseWire Live. I'm your host, Red Boswell, President of the International Franchise Professionals Group, and I can't point at IFPG because I've got a green screen behind me. You'll find out why in just a moment. I'm joined today by Trevor Rappleye. Trevor is the founder, CEO of Franchise Filming and Corporate Filming. Trevor, welcome to FranchiseWire Live.
Thank you for having me on. I'm excited.
Absolutely, buddy. I am envious of your lighting. So perfect.
Hey, it's a $30 light on Amazon, guys. Just literally search for it, ring light, and you'll be able to have good light too.
Strong.
Yeah.
I need to send all my lights back here. So, gang, I asked Trevor to jump on here today, sort of in the almost inaugural. I think this is the pre-grand opening, as we do in retail, for FranchiseWire Live. Now, Trevor, as you heard from the names of his two companies, is a filming guru, if I may call you that.
Yes.
And so, as we continue here at IFPG and FranchiseWire Live, we're working on the background, our little pretty digital background. So I thought I'm going to throw up the green screen and let you see that. And then we can talk about how franchisors and how really any business owner, but certainly franchisors, can utilize the video. If you're not doing video, you're not in the 21st century. So
Amen.
Trevor, first and foremost, who is franchise filming?
You're good. Franchise filming. So what we do is we help franchisors win more franchisees with monthly videos. That's really what we do best. We highlight successful franchisees to help the Zors drive sales.
Well, you're speaking Zor language, buddy.
I'm learning here.
I've talked to Zors plenty over the years, and if you start talking operations, yeah, that's important, but buddy, nothing happens till something is sold, and they want franchisees. So, and you set them up on a subscription model. Love that.
Yeah.
What caused that?
Yeah, Red, one of my favorite things. So I'm completely self-taught, never taken a marketing course, business course, sales course, and that used to hinder me like 5-10 years ago, right? But I realized it made me think differently than any other sales person out there, right? I kept hearing pain points again and again, like, yeah, my franchisor corporate office is in Atlanta, but how do I get all my franchisees on film? I have someone in Texas and Michigan and Long Beach. I don't want to have to hire a local college kid. They may not do well. My boss is going to get mad at me. I got to pay their travel. They're going to bill me extra. My video takes 2 months. I hear all these pain points. And on top of that, franchisors think if they hire one internal videographer fresh out of college, it's going to solve everything. And it doesn't. They have to micromanage them. They have to buy equipment. They have to pay their travel. So what we wanted to solve, at least on our membership subscription model, is, hey, Zor, we get it. You don't have time. Just literally, we send you a Google Doc and you type in a franchisee that you want us to film, and that's all you have to do. And within 10 days of that film day, your video is done. It's just the amount of franchisors I saw not utilizing happy, successful Zs was shocking to me. It's still shocking to this day. So I wanted to kind of just solve it, say, hey, our price will never raise, so you won't get in trouble and you can send us anywhere.
Budget. I mean, everybody's got a budget. And when you bring somebody in-house, you just don't know what that budget's going to be. You hope you know. And even so, you want someone with absolute expertise in what you're hiring them to do, not necessarily learning on your dime.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes total sense. As a Zor, nothing sells better than testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing kills deals more than validations.
Mm-hmm.
More validations, of course. So you're onto something. Now, this, of course, it may sound like a sales pitch. We're talking a lot about what you do. Help us understand for the Zor that hasn't hired you, what can they do in filming or video to generate more leads in franchise development?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. People need to walk before they run, right? There's no way that you can suddenly get all 50 of your happy franchisees on film. It's just not going to happen. So an attainable first step I tell people is literally go on Zoom like this. Ask them, how has it enjoyed being a Z? How has your life gotten better? Are you able to see your kids more? Are you able to go to your kids' recital? Are you able to control your destiny? Dive into the emotion. So a couple of tips I want to tell people that don't have video budget yet to hire a film crew. I get that. What you can do by this week is literally email a Z right after this video. Ask them, are you free this Friday at 10 to talk for 10 minutes about how much you love being a Z with us? Everybody's down, right? Take that video, cut that up into like a 60-second piece, post that. Like it's, you mentioned sales cycle, right? I'm shocked at the sales cycle that some of the Zors have, and it doesn't include validation of a happy franchisee. I was on HubSpot yesterday, and HubSpot said that 88% of people expect to see video in the sales cycle. Like that's a lot.
Yeah,
88%. And on top of that, they also said 72% of executives say that watching a video helps them choose A or B.
Okay, so you just gave a super easy, super free
free
to significantly increase a process. And if you've got 1 or 2 videos, you need 10 or 12. I mean, just keep adding to it, but you gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run. I got a personal question on this topic then. What about captions at the bottom? I find myself reading them more than listening. Am I weird, or is that the way to go?
No. So rev.com, it's a subtitle website, says that 85% of people watch videos silently on their cell phones. Whether they're in the kitchen, they're in the restroom, they are at the office, they shouldn't be watching TV anyway, right? They watch it on silent. So having subtitles, you need it. I mean, Facebook will auto create them. You kind of have to go through and fix them. LinkedIn doesn't have an auto way yet, but subtitles is the way to go, 100%. And a benefit that we do for everyone with us is we do free subtitles as of last month, because we understand that is going to help you drive sales, and that's what we want.
Nice. Okay. So what advice do you give for someone who, again, maybe not using you? What's the best way to add subtitles to the bottom? Because guess what? We're going to have subtitles on the bottom of this one before it's said and done, buddy. So
I love it. So Rev, it's $1.25 per minute. There's something called an SRT file. I don't want to confuse people, but you basically upload your finished video to Rev. Within 24 hours, they send you it. You have to upload the video as well as the SRT file. It sounds like a lot of steps. It's really not. I mean, you just upload the subtitle file with the film.
Yeah.
And now your film, especially LinkedIn.
You upload it to their website.
Yeah. So sorry, if we're talking about LinkedIn video SRT file. If you have a video on your website, you're most likely embedding with YouTube, right? So go into YouTube and upload that file.
Okay, so what about, this file right here? You suggested, guys, get somebody on Zoom, do an interview. You've got, then Zoom can auto, save to the cloud or save to your computer. So you got that file that's saved to the cloud or computer. Then you go to rev.com, create an account, and upload that file to Rev. And then 24 hours later, Rev sends you a new SRT file.
SRT file, that's the name. Yeah. Okay,
and then you say, great, I've got this file. Can you open it right there and see the new file with the video and the words? Or is this some file you can't really, what do you do with that?
I'm not doing a good enough job explaining this, because we usually do this. So I don't explain the steps. So once you have the file, you upload that video with the file attached. It will ask you video file, SRT file.
Yeah.
And you upload
What
both.
will ask you?
YouTube, Facebook,
Okay.
LinkedIn, anything. It will ask you within the settings, do you have a subtitle file?
Wow. Okay. I've not seen that before. All right. Well, we're totally learning together here.
Yeah, yeah. So like make it so easy. I think the one tip, why are we making it so hard for people to see happy customers that already love us? Like why, right? And even us, we fell in this trap years ago. We were creating customer testimonial videos, but we didn't have any of people raving about us. I remember this call like it was yesterday. The client goes, so where are your customers raving about you? I'm like, wait a second. We don't have any. So now it's the forefront. Our revenue tripled since 2018. And I solely attest that to, we have a customer testimonial facing campaign. Like it's every customer gets on film and raves about us.
Well, Trevor, when I met you, before I met you, we're at, was it Houston?
Franchise West in Long Beach.
It was Franchise. Okay, I couldn't remember which Franchise Expo it was.
Somewhere.
I'm walking and I stop and I look and I just see the name, Franchise Filming. It was really obvious what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And the red drew me in a little bit too, frankly. But
yep.
I came up, and before I got to say something, you start talking about my red shoes, and got a little red flower for you today. And,
yep, I love it.
And we couldn't stop talking. You had a great team there, so you took a step aside, and I started. Is it that obvious what you do? And I mean, this is an unmet need in franchising for sure. So cool timing how you've done this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've had my first company. It was DVDs to remember.net. I was like 13. Then I had eventfilming.net at 15. I've always been a fan of names where people know what you do, right? Imagine if your name didn't have the word franchise in it or broke, it just wouldn't make it. It would make sense. But if prospects have to think too much, they just won't even write back. So if we make it too complicated for them, they're just going to go on to somebody else. So corporate filming is our other name, and franchise filming, we just launched it like about 2 years ago, but it just picked up about a year and a half ago. We got our new logo. So we retired the red, I'm sorry, but no more red. I'm obsessed with it. So it's, and I got totally sidetracked of my story. So what was the question? And yeah.
So we were talking what franchisors can do, and then I asked about captions. Let's anything else that someone on a really limited budget could do. So, and I'll throw this out there. Like, we all have a little laptop with a little camera on it and a microphone somewhere on it. Is that good enough?
So I tell everybody this: if you wait for things to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever. And chances are, if you haven't already done video and it's 2020, I mean, you're going to you just got to do something. And I'm just trying to be, because I relate to these people. Like, I get it. But you don't exist online if you don't have video. So for someone on a low budget, literally unattainable thing that you could do, like we said, email 3 franchisees, like literally pause this video, come back to it, of course. Email people, ask them to hop on a Zoom link. Don't say next month, say within 3 days.
Yeah.
Say at 10 a.m. and cap yourself to like a 5-minute back and forth. And I love that. Yeah.
You know what stands out to me on that is I'm guilty, buddy. I'm so guilty. We have 570 consultants, and I'm like, hey, consultants, throw down a little video. Just grab your phone and tell us how much you love us. And I got like 2 people, and everybody I talk to, I'm like, hey, did you get the email requesting you throw a little video together? And they're like, yeah, but I'll get to it. I'm happy to do it. They never get to it. But if we set it on the calendar and they know I'm waiting for them, or you, the Zor, is waiting for them, they're going to do it. And you asking a few questions to kind of prompt them.
Yep. And that's the trick. And a couple of key things I want to give to people is, don't have a script Don't let them know the questions before. Like Red and I are just having a conversation, right? That's what you want, right?
It's obvious.
And I love it. And you can edit some stuff out or not, but authenticity totally works, right?
Yeah.
So you can keep it in. But a couple of the key questions we like to ask are, how did your life get better because of our franchise, right? How are you happier with us? Would you recommend us? How is the support with us? Right? It's just, and don't ramble. Like, just ask those emotional questions. Have their kids and dog join in on the Zoom call, right? It's just humanization. I'm mind boggled to this day, even the top 100 grossing franchises. And I'll like go on their website and I'm just like, there's nothing. And from a place of love, I want to help them. Like, I want to help you. I'll give away our tips. We actually have a webinar on our site that gives away everything. It gives away everything that we do on site, just because I really want franchises to do it.
Just franchisefilming.com.
FranchiseFilming.com, new site, new logo. We have blog posts, a free webinar. We tell you guys what we ask on site and how we do things.
Nice. Sharing the secret sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, speaking of Red, I'm glad you got rid of Red. This is my face mask.
Oh, I love it. Oh yeah.
Baby.
Red, I need to send you one. We got it's overexposed, but anyways,
yeah, nice.
It says the logo on it. So we actually use this on site. So we give it to people on site. Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy. Like, our passion, Red, comes from just telling stories, and the best stories are not scripted.
No.
The best stories are not long. The best stories are 90 seconds. And I think people get confused. What do you mean only 90 seconds? It's like, well, do you want them to watch a video and get sidetracked, or do you want them to watch a video and then call you?
So what about this? You said just start with whatever you got. Does that include a phone? Can they just, the Zor is at their local location maybe, and just pops out video, hits selfie video and says, hey, let's talk, and just goes after it?
So I think people overthink everything, right? So look, right now, if I was a local franchisee and I'm in my store, I would just turn the camera, go like this. Hey, I'm Bob. I work at XYZ franchise. Here are my kids. I've grown to 10 locations. I love it. I can see my kids more. Hey, my kids are here. Wave, guys. Yep, like that. And this is my dog, Susie. That's a terrible dog name, but just like see, like that, Red.
See, I'm videoing now, doing exactly what you said. I might even that light is really bright. But yeah, anyway, nice.
Yep.
And interviewing Trevor on how to do better filming and franchising for franchise development. Nice. Thanks, Trevor.
Love it. And literally have them send it to you, and don't even try and edit it. Like, if you have nothing, posting something is better than nothing. Right? It's literally that. It's that. And I get so passionate. It's like, post something.
Perfection impedes performance, baby. And
your prospects don't want perfection. They want proof that your franchise works.
Authenticity.
Like, we've messed up 2 times on this and we're still going, right? So, and I feel like it's so simple, and I really want all franchises, like, email 3 people literally within the hour, ask them, Zoom call this Friday at 10, cap it to 10 minutes. Call them. Call them.
I get so much better results. Just a quick phone call. It's even faster than an email usually. So nice. Okay. Yeah. Any other advice for a franchisor in the topic of videos?
Man,
we got some major golden nuggets here, brother. So
I love it. The average attention span is 7 seconds. So are you really grabbing your prospects' attention with the marketing that you're doing? And the best way to hook somebody is to tell a story. That's the best way. So the nugget I would say is, if you are not using video in your sales cycle, in your Fran Dev, you are losing sales 100%. So you have to be able to even do a video twice a month, every Monday at 9 a.m. A year from now, you would have 24 films. Like, it's just like you have to do video. And my last thing is, Red, no one is spending more than a minute on your website. Do I wish people are going through our website for 20 minutes? Of course. The average person spends 2 minutes and 15 seconds on ours. Like, it's just, so are you actually capturing their email, which is the whole point? And having a video will help you capture more leads, 100%.
So is this video we're doing right here too long?
I think this is, if this video was to drive sales, yes, but this isn't. This is a informational conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So.
Yeah, so it's interrupt, engage, educate, and offer, right? So if we interrupt them with a good topic and bring them in, you can educate them forever. If it continues to be interesting and educational, and then certainly an offer, which we're not going to have, no offer, just free advice to the franchise world. We love you. Red, president, not founder, Red with FranchiseWire. It will soon be right there. FranchiseWire Live. Thank you.
Love that.
Brought to you by IFPG and our friend Trevor Rappleye. Trevor's over that way, I think. Trevor with Franchise Filming and CorporateFilming.com. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Hope to see you on the road sometime soon.
Thank you, Red. I know expos. We'll definitely see each other hopefully in the next 6 months.
We're going to get you at the IFPG retreat, baby.
I actually was talking to your team. Yeah.
Well, I know we bumped this up because you got some travel. You're going to go do some filming for Zors. Appreciate you. Safe travels.
Thank you, Red.
Your mask, right?
Yes, I'll put it on before you hit end. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you, Red. Yeah.